So I'll take your questions here in a couple minutes. There's a couple of key things I did want to talk about with these. The first is, when should we use substitution? When should we use elimination? Okay, and obviously for any of these, you could use either one. It doesn't matter. It's just sometimes questions lead themselves to being a little bit simpler using substitution, and the same thing goes for elimination. So for this system on the left side here that's labeled substitution, why should we use substitution for that? What do you think? Yeah, why? Jesse? True. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is, what's the coefficient of my x here? 1. So whenever there's a variable with a coefficient of 1, we want to think substitution. Okay, think substitution. Over here, we have different signs, and essentially, with this elimination, anytime there's not a coefficient of 1, we want to think elimination. Okay? We want to think elimination. Substitution or elimination example, what do we want to do first? Brianna, that was what you asked about too, right? Okay, so let's go here with substitution. Let's go with substitution for this problem. And as we said earlier, we identified here that this x has a coefficient of 1. So I need to solve this equation for x. So I want it to be x equals. So from here, I will subtract 5y from both sides. Okay, so that'll cancel those out there. I get x is equal to negative 5y minus 11. Okay, so we have that. Now we have to use this first equation. I have 4 times x. Well, we just found x to be the same thing as this. So I'm going to do 4 times negative 5y minus 11. That's my substitution. Okay? And then I still have plus 5y. And this will be equal to negative 14. Okay? So now what we've done now, we've gone from having 2 variables in our equation to just 1. So now we can solve this equation just like we did in Algebra 1. We'll do that by distributing the 4, negative 20y minus 44, plus 5y, that has to stay there, we cannot lose it, still equals our negative 14. Same equation solving rules as before, simplify the left-hand side. Negative 20y plus 5y is negative 15y minus 44 is equal to negative 14. From here, add 44 to both sides. Negative 15y is equal to 30. Divide both sides by negative 15. We get y is equal to negative 2. Okay. So now we have one of our variables. We need to find the other one. Okay. Here's what's nice about substitution compared to elimination is once I found one of the variables, I just have to come back to here. Okay. So I now know that y is equal to negative 2. So I do negative 5 times negative 2 minus 11. This is 10 minus 11. That's negative 1. So my answer, because we write these answers as ordered pairs, I would write as negative 1, comma, negative 2. Make sense? Questions about substitution with this? Okay. That's all you need? Okay, you're good. Brianna? Okay, do you want to see an elimination or just this? Okay, sounds good.